Hello there. So today we have in front of us one of my very favorite positions. It's a very instructive position and contains the secret, one of the big secrets of the art of defense in chess. So uh, let us look at the position, and I will share a few experiences that I had while discussing or analyzing this position with many of my students. Most of them are kind of beginners with 1 to 2 years of experience or even lesser. So uh, let us see what is happening. We'll play a few moves. We will just try to figure out what is happening in the position. Then, based on our conclusions, we'll try to reach a logical idea or something that is required from the position. So, uh, whenever I show this position to the students, the most popular move is Queen B3 because beginners really love to attack, and immediately they will notice that the pawn on D5 is hanging, and also it leads to this tactics of once the queen comes here, the queen will give a check and attack the king, so it will be a fork. Okay, so I usually reply with bishop e6, and usually they go on grabbing the pawns, which is the favorite activity of most of the students, and they are in for a surprise when they see the move g3, and suddenly white is lost because if I capture the pawn on g3, the pawn comes over, and there's a fork on the king and the rook. And if I do this other way, the queen comes over to h2 and delivers a quick checkmate. Right? So uh, white does something which seems very logical, but ends up losing the game very quickly. Okay, even one move g3 destroys the whole position for white extremely quickly. So roll it back. So and most of the times I will see that most of the students will just keep trying queen b3 somehow, hoping that something will work. But after a lot of analysis, finally we'll figure out that black has some initiative on the king side. If you see, black pieces have already made contact, and one of the most powerful pieces, one of the most powerful attackers in the game of chess, the queen, is in vicinity of the white king. So most of the problems in this position are caused by this immediate contact point on f3, the pawn push on g3, and most importantly, that the black queen is readily available to create dangerous threats against the white king. So, if you want to try this position for yourself, and this I will suggest you do because this is a very instructive position. You will learn a lot, and will learn the key to defending most of the positions where you are under attack. So, as we analyzed, that black is able to get this initiative because of the presence of the black queen on h5, the contact uh, on f3, and it is quite a dangerous position. So there's only one move that allows white to defend the position successfully and even get a very comfortable position because of the already extra material that white has on the board. So at this point, it is very important to understand that the key attacker in the game of chess is the queen. And if we are able to take off the opponent's queen, the attacking piece off the board, that will reduce the quality of the attack by more than 90 to 95%. Okay, so this is something that is very important to remember, that when you are under attack, particularly your king is under threat, try to trade the queens, try to exchange the queens, because that will reduce the power of attack by a huge amount. Okay, so in this case, now there is only one way in which we can do that, and that is by playing the kind of ugly move queen d2, with the very simple idea that with the support of the bishop, the queen will come to either these two squares, exchange it off with the black queen, and thereby negating or dissolving all the danger that white is in. So in the game, black captured, played bishop f5, and white played queen g5. And suddenly we see, after exchange of the queens, the attack is gone and white has a comfortable game. So this is what you have to remember. One of the keys of defense: exchange the queens. Whenever you feel you are under attack, your king is feeling threatened, try to trade off the queens. I hope you like this lesson. This is a very important lesson and one of the key formula, one of the key aspects of any defensive effort. I hope you will be able to use this in your games and prevent unnecessary losses in many positions. I'll see you in the next game.